If you're hunting for a high-end wireless gaming mouse, you've probably lurked around the Logitech G502 X Plus. It promises revolutionary speed, precision, and customizability, all wrapped in a sleek new design. But here's what surprised me. For all its hype and a hefty price tag of $159.99, the G502 X Plus isn't without some glaring issues that could totally impact your gaming experience. While it's branded as an icon reinvented, should you really drop your cash on this mouse? Or is it a case of style over substance? Stick around because I'm about to pull back the curtain on what Logitech isn't shouting from the rooftops. Let's dive right into what makes the G502 X Plus tempting. First off, this mouse is the heir to Logitech's legendary G502 legacy, arguably one of the most beloved gaming mice in history. It's been redesigned with the latest gaming technology, including LIGHTFORCE hybrid optical mechanical switches. These supposedly offer incredible speed and reliability with crisp actuation, promising hours of uninterrupted gaming bliss. You get LIGHTSYNC RGB with 8 customizable LEDs that react dynamically to your gameplay. And if you're someone obsessed with wireless performance, the LIGHTSPEED tech claims a 68% faster response rate than previous models. Plus, there's the Hero 25K sensor, which boasts sub-micron precision for pixel-perfect accuracy. So far, this sounds like everything a gamer could want. But here's the twist. This mouse isn't exactly flawless, and that's where things get interesting. Right off the bat, you notice the G502 X Plus shares the familiar bulk of the original G502. Now, if you have large hands or love a mouse with some heft, that's great. If not, prepare yourself for some wrist fatigue after marathon gaming sessions. Logitech did reimagine the DPI shift button, making it reversible and removable, supposedly to tailor to different grips, but this actually adds complexity and can feel fiddly mid-game. Plus, the dual-mode scroll wheel sounds fantastic on paper. Switch between hyperfast free spin and ratchet modes, and you get left-right tilt functions for extra controls. Sounds fancy, right? Except some users have reported the scroll wheel feels a bit loose and less tactile, which can be frustrating when you need precision scrolling during frantic gameplay. And here's a question for you. Have you ever had your mouse disconnect during a critical moment? Unfortunately, even with the upgraded LIGHTSPEED wireless, some G502 X Plus owners describe intermittent lag and occasional loss of signal. That's a deal-breaker in high-stakes esports where every millisecond counts. It's confusing because Logitech markets this mouse as having pro-grade connectivity with top-tier reliability, yet the reality for some users paints a different picture. So, is your mouse truly reliable or just another flashy gadget? Before you dismiss the issues as minor, we've got to talk about the battery life and charging. The G502 X Plus supports POWERPLAY wireless charging. That sounds like magic, right? Your mouse stays charged while you play. But here's the kicker. The charging pad is sold separately, and it's another expensive investment. Without it, you're stuck manually charging or constantly swapping batteries, which defeats the purpose of wireless freedom. I half expected it to come bundled given the price. Plus, unlike some competitors that boast multiple days of uninterrupted gaming, the G502 X Plus battery performance feels underwhelming, especially with the RGB lighting on full blast. Let's take a step back and ask, who is this mouse actually for? If you're a competitive gamer prioritizing lightning-fast responsiveness and durable mechanical switches, the hybrid LIGHTFORCE technology could be appealing. For RGB lighting lovers who want a dazzling setup, the fully customizable 8 LED array provides enough bling to make any setup pop. But if you lean towards lightweight, ergonomic mice for long sessions or worry about battery management, you could find yourself disappointed. After all, a mouse that's both flashy and heavy with potential reliability quirks might do more harm than good in your grip. Now, here's a quick story. A friend of mine, a semi-professional gamer, got the G502 X Plus last year. At first, she loved the feel of those hybrid switches and the RGB light show. But during an online tournament, her mouse randomly lost connection mid-match. An absolute nightmare. She had to scramble to switch to a backup mouse, ruining her momentum and ultimately costing her the game. She's since switched to a wired mouse for the peace of mind alone. That brings us back to one question. Does the fancy wireless technology always pay off? Sometimes, the old reliable cable still wins, especially when you're investing nearly $160. Let's pause and rehook. Imagine a gaming mouse combining the legacy precision and a revolutionary new switch with lightning-fast wireless tech. Sounds incredible, right? But here's the catch. The G502 X Plus's promise is somewhat marred by its heavy build, occasional connectivity problems, and high total cost once you include accessories. If you're wondering how this stacks against its predecessor, the G502 Hero, the answer is mixed. The Hero is wired but lighter and more dependable in many reviews. So if you want premium wireless with fewer compromises, you might want to look beyond the G502 X Plus. Moving on to software, the Logitech G Hub is where the magic happens for customization. With 13 programmable buttons, including side buttons easily accessible, you can tailor your commands and macros for any game. The Lightsync RGB lighting also syncs with other Logitech peripherals and can adapt dynamically to gameplay effects. Pretty sweet for gamers who care about aesthetics and functionality. However, the software isn't without flaws. Some users report bugs during profile switching and occasional lag in syncing lighting effects. If you're someone who demands flawless software performance, this is worth considering. Here's a quick joke because every review needs one. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the tournament? Because the stakes were high. In all seriousness, investing in gaming gear should elevate your play, not make you climb hoops. Another noteworthy point is the build quality. The G502 X Plus features PTFE feet for buttery smooth gliding across mousepads, and the overall material feels premium. Yet some have noticed that the side grips can feel slippery over time, especially with sweaty hands. For marathon sessions, grip comfort matters as much as sensor performance, and this could be a deal-breaker for some. If you're like me and appreciate transparency, it's important to highlight that the G502 X Plus scores an overall 4.5 stars on Amazon, which suggests most buyers are satisfied. But diving deeper into the reviews reveals a pattern. While many are thrilled by its performance and design, a notable portion expresses frustrations with battery life, wireless interruptions, and the mouse's weight. Here's another chuckle. Why did the computer go to therapy? Because it had too many bytes and couldn't process its feelings. Okay, enough dad jokes, back to business. Summing it all up, the Logitech G502 X Plus is a powerhouse gaming mouse in a stunning wireless wrapper with state-of-the-art tech. It's designed for gamers chasing high DPI precision, customizable controls, and flashy RGB lighting. However, its physical heft, not so ideal battery management, occasional wireless inconsistencies, and pricey accessories could tip the scales depending on your priorities. It definitely brings the legacy of the G502 into the future, but isn't a flawless upgrade. If you want my honest take, this mouse shines brightest in environments where wireless freedom and customization outweigh the importance of absolute weight and battery longevity. It's perfect for competitive gamers who want cutting-edge tech and are prepared to invest in the complete package, including that separate POWERPLAY charger. But if reliability and long session comfort dominate your checklist, you might want to explore slightly cheaper wired alternatives or lighter wireless contenders that deliver consistent connectivity without the premium markup. Before you jet off to decide, here's a quick final promise. I'll leave a direct link below for the best price on Amazon, but heads up, prices change super fast with hot-selling gaming gear like this. So if you decide the G502 X Plus fits your needs, snag it while the deal is good. And a final quick joke to close. Why don't gamers ever get lost? Because they always follow the mouse. Now, if only that mouse didn't sometimes disconnect mid-game, am I right? But in all seriousness, the G502 X Plus remains a top-tier gaming mouse with just a few caveats to keep in mind before splurging. Thanks for sticking with me through this honest review. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more raw, no-fluff gaming gear breakdowns. Good luck with your next gaming setup. May your clicks be fast and your wins plentiful.